City boy, city boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video. And you know we gotta do a Friday night SmackDown review, baby. Oh man. Let's go ahead, jump right on into it, segment by segment, and I'll let you know how I feel about it as we go along and afterwards as usual. All right. So we start off with some superstar walkouts, you feel me? So, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu in the Pooh Shiesty, they're walking out, right? Doing the whole superstar, oh, look who's showing up to the ring or showing up to the arena. They're doing that whole bit. Joe Tessitore is opening up the show. All right. So he's announcing that, they're arriving to the ring. The LA Knight arrives to the ring. Yeah, right. And then Tiffany Stratton arrives to the ring, not the arena, and there was that. So those are the three superstars we got. And then Joe Tessitore, like I said, he's opening up the show. He's in the ring. He's getting ready to interview Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out, and what can be said about this promo that hasn't already been said about his promos over 1,000 times? Boring as fuck. He basically just talks about how much he respects Kevin Owens, and how if you ask the people in the locker room about him, you'll get a mixed response from the locker room, but you shouldn't underestimate Kevin Owens because he's a one in a generation talent, and just respect, man. I you know me, I'm over that shit, man. I can do without the respect, okay? I can do without all the fucking ass kissing and all the respect. And he basically ends off the promo by Joe Tessitore asking, like, if you could tell Kevin Owens anything right now, before you guys step into the ring, one last time before the Rumble, what would you tell him? And it basically just breaks down to him saying, I used to be a very mean guy, so I'm gonna reach back into me being a mean guy. And if you think that you're gonna beat me, then the only thing I gotta say to you, Kevin Owens, is good luck. Snooze, nigga. Let's move on. Next up, we got fucking Pretty Deadly and DIY. They're backstage. Pretty Deadly is basically like, hey man, this quid pro quo feels more quid and not very pro quo, you feel me? So what's going on? DIY is just like, yo, just go out there and handle your business. And Pretty Deadly is like, yeah, we're gonna handle our business, but like, what's going on here? And DIY is just like, yo, we'll just go handle your business. Johnny Gargano is like, oh, I believe in you guys. I know that you can do it. Just go ahead out there, do what you got to do. I got a match with Apollo Crews tonight, so we won't be able to help you. And yeah, you got this, guys. You got this. So they walk off. Pretty Deadly starts to walk off, and then they get kind of confronted by LDF, but they don't say anything. They just walk up to him and stare at him like some weirdos, and then that's that. Cool. Next up, we got Motor City Machine Guns versus Pretty Deadly. Now, when I saw that, the LDF kind of confronted Pretty Deadly backstage, I already knew they were going to lose. And that was just that. So, they went ahead, they lost. And it was a good match too. Like, I actually sort of enjoyed this match because Pretty Deadly got most of the offense in, right? And if you know me, I'm a Pretty Deadly stan. They're the only tag team pretty much in WWE right now that actually has a gimmick. I hear a whole lot of ill will about Pretty Deadly on the internet from the smarks, whatever, and that's because they have character. They actually have character. They're two Broadway niggas that have a mean streak about them, right? It's actually a gimmick. They actually do singing, and they actually dance, and they actually do shit that applies to a gimmick. So I respect it. So I want to see them win more shit. But Triple H hates anybody with character, anybody with a gimmick. So Motor City Machine Guns, them two old ass motherfuckers, they go over. Matthew McConaughey was in the crowd And yeah, there's that. Next up, we get Miz and Nick Aldis. They're backstage, so I guess Miz is on SmackDown now. I don't know why, but that's what we're gonna do now. I mean, fuck it, I guess, right? But yeah, Miz says basically like, yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I specifically had the Wyatt Six moved over here so I wouldn't have to deal with him. So that kind of reaches back a little bit to what Karrion Kross was saying a couple weeks ago when he was like, if I figure out that you had anything to do with this, I'm going to break your face, when he said that. So Miz did have something to do with it. And he thinks that Karrion Kross got him moved over to SmackDown so that way he can deal with this issue of the Wyatt Six. And like I said, I'm over the Wyatt Six, bro. I'm done with them. Like I'm completely done with them. There's nothing that we can do to rectify this situation. The Wyatt Six are completely dead. Just let them go quietly. Nobody's gonna give a shit. I promise you that. But yeah, basically Nick Aldis tells the Miz to go ahead and find some new friends, and that's what Miz is gonna be doing tonight. We get a commercial break. And then after the commercial break, KO confronts Joe Tessitore, basically saying that, he's a fake journalist. He says, I didn't think it was possible, but you actually make me miss Michael Cole. And honestly, same, bruh. Like, I love Joe Tessitore as an actual sports commentator. Like, when he commentates for boxing and, the likes of stuff like that. And when he's on ESPN, he was actually a very good commentator. Very good. But for WWE, it's just not it, man. The commentators need to be characters as well, and Joe Tessitore is not a character. He's just a fucking commentator. He's just a sports commentator, and it's the same with the rest of them motherfuckers. Nobody on the commentary team is a character anymore, so that just makes it more boring, right? There is no more Jim Ross or Jerry the King Lawler. It's just fucking play-by-play and color commentary. That's it. Like, it's just, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so he's confronting Joe Tessitore, basically saying, that he misses Michael Cole, but Michael Cole's too busy kissing Pat McAfee's ass, and everybody else is too busy kissing Cody Rhodes' ass, and everybody wants to be Cody Rhodes' friend, and Cody Rhodes, he just portrays all his friends, that's basically what he was saying. And then, like I said, Matthew McConaughey's in the audience, so KO starts going off on Matthew McConaughey's, like, what you want to do, what's up with you, who you looking at, and then Jimmy Uso comes out, for what reason, we don't know, but he basically runs up on him, starts whipping KO's ass, and he challenges him to a match, and that'll be the main event for the night. Yeah. So, like, we get a commercial break right after this. Man, so after this commercial break, we get Piper Niven, Chelsea Green versus guess who? Michin and B-Fab. For the 1,466th time, we're gonna see some variation of this fucking match, bro. I am so they've literally been beefing since October, bruh. September. We're in a whole new year, and they're still beefing, right? Like, my whole thing is this fucking women's United States title was supposed to be a way to, get other people some shine in the women's division. But the only motherfuckers we're seeing go after this title is Michin, bruh. It's just Michin going after this title. And, like, I don't get it. Is there nobody else? Is there literally nobody the fuck else? Like, nobody else at all? Like, just put her in a match with somebody. It doesn't matter who. Like, just put her in a match with somebody else. Put Chelsea Green in a match with somebody else. But no. This is what we get tonight. We get this tag team match. Who cares about the match? The match was a snooze fest. Basically, what you need to know is that Michin, she pinned Chelsea, right? And nobody could care less. Nobody could give a shit. After that, we get Nick Aldis, Mello, and Damian Priest. They're backstage. So Damian Priest just joined SmackDown, and Nick Aldis was basically saying that he just drafted or just got somebody to SmackDown. Mello was back there talking to him, saying that he wants to, have a match. So Nick Aldis was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to have Damian Priest, because Damian Priest pulls up. He's like, I'm just going to have you fight Damian Priest. Damian Priest is like, cool, I'm ready to do some punishing. You know what I'm saying? So that we're going to get that match tonight. Next up, we get Charlotte Flair's fine ass. I don't care what nobody talking about. She's in another video package. We got one last week, so we're getting one this week. So she'll be at the Rumble, right? She might appear on Saturday Night Main Event, but I expect her to be at the Rumble. After that video package, we get Tiffany Stratton out there to cut a promo. She's basically, same generic promos we always get. Oh, yeah, all eyes on me now. I'm the champion. Everybody's going to be fighting to get a shot for my title. And then for God knows why, Rhea Ripley interrupts, Raw superstar, right? She interrupts, and then Tiffany Stratton, and Rhea Ripley there in the ring. Rhea's basically like, all right, look, you're pretty new around here, but I just want you to know I'm also a world champion, okay? So the people are also going to be fighting for this title, just so you know. And, she tells her that she respects her, right? Because we got to throw a little bit of respect in there. She respects her for what she did to Nia Jax. And then Nia Jax interrupts with Candice LeRae. Nia Jax declares for the Rumble, even though we already knew this, right? We know this. We know she's going to be in the fucking Rumble because she didn't get an immediate rematch. So it only makes sense. So she's talking. She's getting booed out the building. I love the reactions that Nia's getting. I love Nia Jax. All right. Then while she's talking, Naomi and Bianca, they interrupt because right? They both declare for the Rumble. They're talking about how, you know what I'm saying, well, if Naomi doesn't win, then I'm going to win. And if I don't win, Naomi's going to win. So it just is what it is. None of y'all are going to win in the ring. The crowd could not give a shit. So while they're rambling on about this shit, Liv Morgan interrupts. Another Raw superstar interrupts with Raquel Rodriguez. And she declares for the Rumble. And I believe she's basically declared Raquel for the Royal Rumble too, because she said Raquel was going to help her win the Royal Rumble. So I think Raquel will also be in the Royal Rumble. I mean, she should. There's only like 30 bitches in the on the whole roster together, right? So like, of course she's going to be in it, So they're talking, Liv's disrespecting Rhea, disrespecting Nia, or not Nia, disrespecting Tiffany. And as soon as she gets in the ring, basically, Rhea's on that ass. We get a big brawl because duh, right? We're going to get this brawl. And then Nick Aldis, so Wade Barrett is like, somebody has to get a hold of this situation. Somebody has to take control. Nick Aldis, he starts to walk out. And then we just abruptly cut to commercial. We just so abruptly. He starts walking out to the ring, and we just straight to the commercial. There's no, we'll be right back. None of that. No, right after this, none of that. Just straight to commercial, right? So then once we get back from the commercial, we're in a 6-woman tag team match. Okay? What the fuck? There were so many commercials tonight, all right? So, like I said, we just abruptly cut to commercial, right? So we're now in a 6-woman tag team match with Rhea, Bianca, and Naomi, right? Versus Nia, Liv, and Candice LeRae, okay? With Raquel out there on the side, and nobody knows where the fuck Tiffany went. So there's that, right? And during this match, 2 minutes in, we get a picture-in-picture commercial, okay? It's too much, right? But whatever, okay? This match, who cares? We've seen this combination, this iteration of match, you know what I'm saying? Some combination of these matches before, and nobody cares about it. Liv rolls up Bianca for the win, and there's that. Maybe that'll turn into something. We'll see. Then we go backstage to Piper, Niven, Chelsea, Michin, and B-Fab. Michin's basically like, look, since you got some backup, I have some backup now, and I'm feeling a whole lot better about this championship. So I just talked to Nick Aldis, and he's going to give me one more crack at it. Remember how I told y'all 3 weeks ago? Was it 3 weeks ago? It might have been a whole month at this point. No, it was 3 weeks ago. Remember how I told y'all 3 weeks ago that this was going to happen? That they were going to have another match at the end of the month? And that was just from me, I think it was like a dirt sheet or something that I had read, right? That they said that their last match was going to be on the last week of January or going into February. But nobody, so they're going to have this match again, okay? How many more fucking times do we need to see? They say this is the last time, okay? But at this point, there's no guarantee that when two people are in a feud and they go 5 matches with each other, 6 matches with each other, that the next match is going to be the last match, okay? There's just no guarantee anymore, all right? We just might get that match over and over again until Triple H figures out what the fuck else, something else, anything else to do with it. So there's that. We're getting another fucking match between Michin and Chelsea Green, all right? Whatever. So after this, we get Gargano, okay? How I was telling y'all earlier, Gargano, he's in a match with Apollo Crews, and I mean, nobody could give a shit about this match. Apollo Crews, he had some good offense. Gargano had some decent offense, I guess. Apollo Crews did this really clean fucking gorilla press slam into a moonsault. That was pretty clean. I like that. And Triple H basically buries DIY. You know what I'm saying? I don't get this. I don't get. So that's 2 champions tonight, okay, that are getting pinned because Tommaso Ciampa tries to get involved, but his distraction fails, okay, and Apollo Crews ends up rolling up Gargano for the win. So that's 2 roll-ups tonight and 2 champions that got pinned tonight, okay? What the fuck are we doing? I don't know, all right? So Jacob Fatu, he cuts a promo with Tama Tonga. You know, we've seen this same promo pretty much a couple times. I like these promos, but, you know, let's move this shit along because who cares? LA Knight versus Tama Tonga, you know what I'm saying? Any match with LA Knight is going to be a good match to me. Yeah, all right? That's just what it is. LA Knight wins with the BFT. You feel me? And he goes ahead and gets attacked by Jacob Fatu after the match. And then Braun Strowman comes out. They have their quick little stare down, Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. Tama Tonga tries to distract Braun Strowman. Jacob Fatu runs up. I think he was trying to spear him or hit him with his whole body. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do, but in the corner, right? Braun Strowman, quick as fuck, moves out the way. He moves fast for a big dude. And Jacob Fatu, he hits the corner, hits the ring post, and Tama Tonga pulls him out of the ring. They stare each other down again from the outside, whatever, and then there's that, okay? Then The Miz, he's backstage. He's looking for some partners, you know what I'm saying, like I said, and he's up with Theory and Waller. He's like, or Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. He's talking to them. He's like, yo, I need y'all help. They're like, yo, we just got moved to SmackDown, or we just got moved to Raw, you feel me? So we're not gonna be able to help you, but good luck, big dog. So there's that, right? Damian Priest versus Melo. We get this matchup next. But first, obviously, we gotta have that commercial break. Gotta have that commercial break first. Shinsuke gets a vignette. He declares for the Royal Rumble, right? And then we go ahead and get to the match. Damian Priest wins because Melo is a jobber. There's that. DIY, Nick Aldis, and the Motor City Machine Guns, they're backstage. Nick Aldis goes ahead, sets up that championship match. Nobody gives a fuck, okay? Like, nobody could care less, you feel me? After that, we get Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes backstage. Cody Rhodes basically just welcomes Damian Priest to the SmackDown. They show respect, handshaking, kissing ass, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Up after that, we get The Miz trying to recruit Andrade. Andrade is like, good luck, big boy. I appreciate all these compliments you're giving me, but no, I won't help you. And then that was that. Jimmy Uso and KO, we're at the main event already, baby. We're at the main event already, baby. Oh my goodness, y'all. How do y'all watch this shit, man? How am I watching this shit, bro? This shit was so fucking bad and boring, bro. But yeah, so we get Jimmy Uso versus KO. Who cares, right? Who gives a fuck? We know who's winning this match, bro. Kevin Owens wins the match. The one thing I will say is that Kevin Owens, he came out and he had Naomi. And if you don't know, Naomi is Jimmy Uso's wife in real life. You know what I'm saying? So he had Naomi's gear on. Like, he had like a fan shirt of hers on, some merch of Naomi on. So that was pretty funny. I thought that was, kind of funny there. KO wins with a pop-up powerbomb. He's getting ready to destroy Jimmy over the announce table. And we know what's up next. Y'all know what's up next. Cody Rhodes comes out, saves your boy Jimmy, and they brawl, baby. They brawl, okay? They brawl, and I'm done, bro. I'm fucking done, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's crazy because it's just crazy that nothing happened. Like, a lot happened, it seemed like, but nothing, absolutely nothing really happened, okay? We seen the same shit time after time after time after time. Like, what's the newest thing that we got to see? You know what I'm saying? We got to see Apollo Crews out there in a match for the first time in 8 years, you feel me? Last time we seen him in a match, he was rolling up, what's his name? Giovanni Vinci. So it was cool to see Apollo Crews in a match, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, like, just fuck the draft at this point. Like, Triple H has just completely exhausted his creative brain already. So we're just not even going to worry about the draft anymore. We're just trading people so that way we can throw different variations of matches in there. More time-wasting matches, these 15 to 20-minute, 50-50 booked matches. It's too much, man. It's too much. It's like Triple H literally is just throwing shit at the wall. He's like, all right, well, we're going to put Theory and Waller back on Raw. We're going to have Damian Priest head over to SmackDown because he has nothing else to do on Raw. He's been in a feud with the Judgment Day for like 6 months now, and there's nobody else apparently over on Raw that Damian Priest could have a feud with, so we're going to send him over to SmackDown to have a match with Carmelo Hayes. I'm going to have two of my champions tonight lose by roll-up. Oh my goodness. I don't understand what we're watching at this point. The only, positive that we can get from, these Cody Rhodes appearances is that Cody Rhodes was there at the beginning and Cody Rhodes was there at the end. But there are no stories being told right now, bruh. Zero stories being told at this point, bruh. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All we're getting is rematches on top of rematches, and if it's not a rematch specifically, it's like some combination of a bunch of superstars that we've already seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're going at it, right? Like, I don't know what else to say about it at this point. Triple H is just literally the worst booker in the history of bookers. I got a video coming out tomorrow about, the importance of storytelling. In this video that I'm releasing, I'm going to be explaining how to book a wrestling show like a TV show and get people hooked. Okay, that's what I'm going to be explaining tomorrow from my limited, writing and theater experience. I can say that I know a little bit, right? A lot more than Triple H, obviously, right? About how to structure a show so that, there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end, and et cetera, et cetera. We'll get into everything tomorrow. So that's been the video for today. Triple H sucks. Cody Rhodes sucks. Let me know what y'all thought about the video in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's show in the comments. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you want to hear some more. And this has been, once again, your boy, Nate the Great. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.